It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Last of Us on HBO. Today we're diving into some juicy speculations for the second season of The Last of Us. We all know how intense that final Ellie versus Abby fight is in the game. It's raw, it's emotional, and it's packed with symbolism. But with the HBO show doing its own thing, there's a good chance we might see that iconic showdown take a slightly different form on screen. And of course, let's not forget that it might not necessarily be in the second season, but the third season, because they did say that the second game will be split into multiple seasons. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's get right into it. In the game, a big part of that final battle's impact comes from Abby's transformation, going from this muscular force to being gaunt and weakened. It's a powerful visual that shows just how much she's been through. But Caitlin Dever, the actress playing Abby, isn't as physically imposing as her game counterpart. So how is the show going to handle this? Could we see a remix of that epic fight? Now before you start worrying about any major changes, let's remember how the show has handled things so far. They've been great at keeping the spirit of the game while making tweaks that work for TV. For the most part. Of course, Season 1 has had its fair share of low moments, but there were a couple of highlights too. And some of those highlights were because of the changes compared to the game. One example is the backstory that they gave for the beginning and telling us the origins of what really happened that made the infection in The Last of Us. So it's not about whether they'll change it, but how they'll make it just as impactful, if not more so. So here's what I'm thinking. Instead of focusing on Abby's physical state, the show might lean into the psychological and emotional weight both characters are carrying. Imagine a fight that's less about who's stronger and more about who can outlast the other mentally and emotionally. Or maybe the setting itself could play a bigger role, amplifying the tension and making the fight even more desperate and gritty. One thing's for sure though, whatever direction they take, that final battle is going to hit hard. The showrunners know what's at stake. Hopefully they won't let us down. Whether it's a direct adaptation or something a bit different, it's going to be intense, it's going to be emotional, and it's going to stick with us long after the credits roll. So what do you think? Will the show stick to Abby's physical transformation, or are we in for a new take on that epic showdown? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.